Всем привет! Welcome back everyone, I am Kazak, and today I wanted to talk about the 6Sh117 load-bearing vest. So let's start with some history on how it came to be. This is in fact a further development of the UMTBS 6Sh112 and 6Sh116 designed by Tichin. Originally 6Sh112 came out around 2007 and it was made in Flora camouflage. It was then modernized into what we see, pretty much what we see now, with a few differences. And that is the 6Sh117, which came out with Ratnik. But it was common in the transitional period when Ratnik was being introduced around 2015 and a bit later, for soldiers to still have 6Sh112 load-bearing vests on their 6B45s, as explained by Vlad Kubrakov, who served in the 98th Guard Sphere Airborne Division. You could see 6Sh117s, but also 6Sh112. Originally, 6Sh117 was manufactured by three companies. Of course, Tichin, who designed the vest, but also Zyuratkul and a company called Rus. The vest had a few different variants across the years. There were small changes, specifically in the color and shape of the buckles and the metal furniture, but it was more or less the same. It was modernized with camouflage on the straps and improved air remission. In 2020, a version equipped with silent clip buckles was shown by Tichin at the Army 2020 Expo. What's interesting, Tichin never manufactured them. Never manufactured them. The manufacture of the silent buckle 6Sh117 has been done by Zyuratkul, and it's a vest like we see right now. I'm like the one I am wearing right now. So let's go over the pouches included in the Rifleman setup, which I have. Starting from the top, you can see a pouch for the Hazard radio. Then we have 4 pouches for AK magazines. 2 of them are combined pouches, which can also hold an ROP signal flare and a bayonet. I do not have any ROP signal flares, as I also don't have an Hazard radio, but I do have a bayonet to show. These can fit all kinds of AK bayonets, including 6H4, like I have right now, but can also fit 6H5 AK-74M bayonets, as well as probably 6H9-1 AK-12 bayonets, but I do not have an AK-12 bayonet to try this. The pouches are equipped with silent clip buckles, and each can hold 2 545 or 7.62 by 39 magazines. Then to the sides are 4, 2 on each, grenade pouches, which can hold 1 grenade each. It can be RGD5, F1, RGO, RGN, or you could probably store items of similar dimensions in them. Below them, on the right, I have a canteen pouch, which can hold either the old Soviet canteen, the combined VDV canteen, or a NATO canteen flask like I have in this right now. Behind it, I have two universal pouches, which I use to store the bandage and the S-Mark tourniquet. On the other side is a gas mask pouch, which often is repurposed as a dump pouch because it's very nice for this role. On the front, there are two pouches for Vogue 25 projectiles. Each can hold 5 projectiles, grenades. On the back is a small combat backpack with the capacity of 7 liters. The side pouches on it are perfect size to hold 0.5 liter bottles. If you take a look at my setup, you can see that it's not exactly the same as the setup in the manual would say. And that is because, well, the vest being modular, you can move the pouches around, and I prefer this kind of setup. And what did I change, you might ask? Well, for those that do not know, on the Rifleman setup, the hazard radio pouch is not attached, but I wanted it in this position. On the Rifleman setup, you would have two universal pouches here and here, but I prefer to have a radio pouch, and I do not like to have a pouch on this shoulder, since this is where I shoulder my rifle. When it comes to other features of the main vest, it closes with 3 buckles in these specific places. Here, the inside, both sides has a pocket for storing documents or whatever you might want to store in there. The gas mask pouch, currently I have it set up in the leg mount. You can also set it up with a belt sling and have it on your shoulder. Let me just move my microphone and I will show you the features, other features of the vest. Okay. Taking the vest off, we can see there is a pocket here, accessible with this Velcro closure. What is it for? There are 2 uses for it. One is for a hydrator, which there is no hydrator in supply, so it would have to be a commercially purchased product, but it can also be used to store elements of radio communication sets. On the inside, you can see a tag. I will just show you the tag and what it reads. So what can we read on the tag? Or NPO Ziuratkul, which is the manufacturer. We can find what the item is. Жилет транспортный модульный 6Sh117. We can find the configuration, which in my case is Strelok, which translates to Rifleman. And we can find that it was manufactured in January 2023. It is also stamped with quality control. Here, lower, we can find another tag. So, what I explained were not all of the changes from the regular buckle one to the silent buckle one. The color of this mesh has slightly changed. I forgot to mention, I think, Ziuratkul manufactures silent clip 6Sh117 from around 2022. The next element of the kit is the patrol backpack RKPT 25. It comes with a pouch for an MPL 50 6E5 shovel. It can fit both of them. In my case, it's an old MPL 50. I have a metal cap on it, it's not issued. When it comes to the features of it, there are of course two straps to put on your shoulders. And when you do so, you can clip this buckle so it doesn't fall from you. Let me show you the other features though, so I have to take it off. Side pockets are actually quite spacious. They can hold a 1.5 liter bottle easily and a 1.75 liter bottle a bit tightly. You can see there are buckles here that open up. That is because the pockets are not fully sewn in, and you can fit, for example, a shovel or something right in this space if you do not have the shovel pouch. Let me show you how it looks. Like this. The same on the other side. The straps have a lot of adjustment. The remaining piece of the strap that you use to adjust with can be hidden in this pocket right here. Same on the other side. There is a pocket that opens here. Where you can find the winter snow cover. I'm not going to take it out simply because it's very difficult to put it back inside. Here it also opens. Some soldiers would have their shovel fit into this place instead of the shovel pouch, as well as some soldiers would have the shovel pouch aimed downwards. I prefer to have it with the piece of wood aimed upwards, simply because I can place the backpack on the ground this way. The backpack opens with two buckles, and what can we find inside? An enlarged adjustable neck, another tag with the same information as on the vest, so Zurat Cool 2023. We can find a hidden pocket here where you would usually find your paperwork, which I will show in a minute. I have also fitted inside the black transport bag which the set comes with. It's pretty much just a transport bag with nothing special. It also has the same tag, with the tag with the same information. I have a regular pouch, which I will show you something regarding this. But first, I want to go over this. The cover for a sleeping mat. And specifically there is also some items that I have inside of it. First is the belt sling for mounting the gas mask pouch as a bag of some kind, which you can have on your shoulder. Next are covers, additional covers for your equipment. These should be waterproof, I'm pretty sure. There is a smaller one and a larger one. When it comes to the cover for the sleeping mat, I do not have a sleeping mat. I have to apologize for this. It mounts to these straps at the bottom. As you can see, you can open this and then you would connect it put this through here and close it. And you can have a sleeping mat attached to your patrol backpack. I have also seen some soldiers put it through these straps to have it on the front. Now let's take a look at the paperwork that comes with the vest. There will be 2 papers with each vest. You can find the passport for your individual vest, which will list information like the pouches that are issued with your vest, quality control, and other information. So for example, this is a Strelok variant, so we can see that it was issued with the vest base, with pouches, combined AK pouches for magazines and ROP, with 2 regular AK pouches with pouches for grenades, for VOG projectiles, universal pouches, 1 pouch for the sleeping mat, 1 pouch for the flask, 1 combat backpack, 1 patrol backpack, with 1 transport bag, with this passport with a manual, with a repair kit, which I did not bring, but it's just a spare buckle and a few pieces of strap and material in case something breaks. It was not issued with ASVAL pouches, but it was issued with a pouch for a gas mask, with the additional covers which I showed you, and with an Azart radio pouch. Other than that, we have the manual, the user's manual, where you can find lots of interesting information, including possible configurations with pouches. And included here there are kits. There are base kit, commander, sniper, machine gunner, rifleman, and the crew of armored vehicles. What's interesting is that there is no differentiation between PKM and RPK-74 machine gunners. There is just a general machine gunner set which receives 4 pouches for PKM and receives 2 pouches for RPK and 2 combined pouches for RPK and ROP. We can find information about the vest. We can also find available pouches for it, information about the backpack. We can find information on how to properly attach pouches, something that I went through in the last video. We can find also the recommended configurations for vests for different special specifications, whether it be for the commander, for the rifleman, for the sniper, machine gunner, and so on. All in all, if you can read Russian, this is a very handy item to have if you want to learn more about this system. Of course, you do not have to follow the recommended pouch setups. You can do whatever you want. That's why the vest is a mod. When it comes to the backpack, I think this would pretty much be everything. So let's talk a bit about the pouches. Comparing these silent clip one to the original Tikhon old buckle. So when it comes to the differences between them and these, of course the flap is different. It has a different closure. This one closes with a button and Velcro, while these, well, I'm not sure if this is just a case with my vest or is it the case with all the vests, but for my vest, these standard AK pouches close with just this silent buckle only, while these combined pouches, which also can hold a bayonet and a ROP signal flare, closed with a silent buckle and Velcro. And it can very much be the case with just my vest, because my vest seems to be a weird mixture, as I received it from the factory with a bit mixed pouches. The universal pouches, as you can see, they do not have silent buckles. Meanwhile, pretty much all pouches should have it. But mine came with these just regular new-gen universal pouches. Another thing that's weird on my vest is the fact that the hazard pouch is actually old generation, which you can see because the additional here straps are olive, not EMR. Right. So another difference between this standard Tichin Com pouch. This is made by Tichin Com, but they can also be just these Zurat Cool ones made before they switched to the silent buckles, or Rus. But for Rus, I think they would be old gen only. Is the size of the flap. As you can see, the flap on these is bigger than on the silent buckle pouches. Another difference, which is not at all practical but on purely visual, is the color of this fabric material, rubber material kind of thing. It's dark green on Tichin Com. Meanwhile, on Zurat Cool silent pouches, it's bright green. I don't know if I can show it to you in any way. I think you should be able to see it on here, that it's a brighter color of green. So I talked about the manufacturers of these vests, but that list changed. As I said previously, these vests were made by Tichin Com, Zurat Cool and Rus. It seems that Rus only had a few smaller contracts for them, and they were not renewed. As it doesn't look so that Rus manufactures them anymore. But that doesn't leave only Tichin Com and Zurat Cool. Probably due to the special military operation, these vests are now manufactured also by Triada TKO, which used to be known as Grupa 99, which is a part of Kalashnikov concern. Their 6Sh117 is made from fabrics that are produced abroad, most likely either in China or in Vietnam, just like other items that they manufacture. Another manufacturer of 6Sh117 is NPOSM, the same company known for making Modul Monolith plate carriers and Kolpak 20 helmets. They seem to make the silent clip version, which, calling this specifically the 4th generation, while claiming the new gen Tichin Com style is 3rd gen, is incorrect, because they are manufactured simultaneously at the same time. The difference is the companies that make them. Tichin Com and Triada TKO make regular style buckles, while Zurat Cool and NPOSM make silent clip buckles. For the military, these vests are manufactured in a few camouflage patterns, specifically EMR with a few variants, Arctica, which is very rare Arctic camouflage based on the EMR, Olivier, made in 2 variants, old and the new generation, and the solid pink color. When it comes to their usage in the special military operation, starting in 2022, I believe we have seen them go down in usage, just like many elements of Ratnik. That is because, as it's proven by combat, the idea of a load-bearing vest is not very practical. It's much better for soldiers to put their pouches directly on their 6B45 vests, their plate carriers, or war belts. So we see a lot less of these as we go on. I don't think I have seen any complete silent clip version ever used in the special military operation. I have seen some pouches sporadically from time to time, and I have also seen some 6Sh112 vests, older load-bearing vests, because soldiers apparently did not receive the 6Sh117. 6Sh117 is a very comfortable system. You can put all kinds of pouches on it. It doesn't have to be specifically issued UMTBS pouches. It has a lot of adjustments, so you can fit this over winter clothes, over body armor, but you can also wear it without any body armor. There are pouches for all kinds of specializations, depending on what are you issued with. If you're a machine gunner, there is a machine gunner version. If you're a sniper, there is a sniper version. Even soldiers armed with ICE Valve special assault rifle receive pouches for that assault rifle. So what is the future of this vest? Just like 6B45 and 6B46, it will be replaced most likely by the MRS 2.0 in the Legionnaire project. MRS 2.0 is a modular vest system which allows you to run it either in a configuration of a plate carrier, an assault vest, or a transport load-bearing vest. Somewhat reminiscent of the 6Sh117, but it will look differently. I think this would pretty much be everything for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more content, share your thoughts in the comments below, share this video with your friends, and I hope to see you again next week. Bye.